Welcome back to the Adventures of Happy Hours. In our last boat trip video, we traveled to New York City and anchored behind the Statue of Liberty to watch the July 4th fireworks. In this episode, we continue our journey from New York to the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of New Jersey, heading to Atlantic City. Today's trip is a short one. We're just going from the anchorage behind the Statue of Liberty through New York Harbor, under the Verrazano Bridge, along the coast of Staten Island. Just don't get too close to shore. Follow our line and then take the channel into Great Kills Harbor around Crooks Point to the anchorage here in the middle. Everyone going back to work on the Staten Island ferry. I remember doing that for many years. So crossing upper New York Harbor around New York City, Brooklyn, Staten Island, you need to be really careful of all the ferries. Most notably are the fast ferries and the Staten Island ferry. There's a couple boats that go back and forth during rush hour every 20 minutes or so. So they're here often. They're relatively quick and they throw a wake, so you need to watch out for that. And there's also the fast ferries coming in from New Jersey underneath the Verrazano Bridge. So a lot to look out for, in addition to all the freighter ships. Many are moored or anchored. It may be a little difficult to even tell which ones are anchored or not. You don't know if they're moving. They move very slow. So you really got to be on your toes out here. The Verrazano Bridge marks the entrance to New York Harbor. It goes from Brooklyn on the east side to my hometown, Staten Island, on the west, I guess you call it. On the shores of Staten Island by the Verrazano Bridge, you have Fort Wadsworth. It's now pretty much a tourist attraction, a museum. You can visit it. Cleaning up the beach. This beach here is called South Beach. Cleaned it up quite a bit. I used to go here often when I was a kid, but it definitely has changed over the years. For the better, I believe, once they started cleaning up the waters around the Hudson and New York Harbor. And today the water looks quite clear. Well, people say, aren't you going to get bored on this trip? All these long hours going really slow. And honestly, it's very relaxing. You'd be surprised sometimes how quick the day goes. I do keep myself busy, plotting the next leg of the journey, doing research on where we're going, and also editing a lot of videos, constantly editing videos and trying to stay on top of them so I can get them out relatively timely. When it's a day like this, sunny blue days, blue sky days that we've had, when it's calm, believe me, love every second of it. Entering the channel for Great Kills Harbor. It's nice, the sun's starting to come out. A little chilly today. Breeze coming out of the south. Humid. I don't know if I'm just not used to the salt water. Everything feels sticky. So many memories in this harbor. I had a boat here for probably almost 20 years. This whole harbor was devastated after Hurricane Sandy. And I actually lost one of my boats. The boat was up at the parking lot at Nichols Marina over there, and it floated over the fence across the harbor with every other boat and dock in the marina, and ended up crashing on that breakwater right there. They're still floating, but totaled nonetheless. A lot of mooring balls in this marina. I'm just gonna take a little cruise around, see if there's an open spot I could drop anchor. Need to be careful though, there's some sunken boats here that are sitting at the bottom. There's the mast of a sunken sailboat right over there. This steel-hulled sailboat has been here as long as I could remember. Here's my old marina. Used to be called Nichols Great Kills Park Marina. It's now called Moonbeam. Still have a lot of friends here. See you guys later. All right, we just set anchor here at the edge of the marina. Just passing through. I wonder if that's the boat of the same name, the YouTube channel. So I'm just chilling here at anchor in Great Kills Harbor. I'll be taking a new crew on when we head down to Atlantic City. Two of my brothers are coming on. So you'll see them in a couple videos, unless they're really camera shy. Most of all, I'm really missing Bridget being on this trip, at least this portion of it with me. We had a lot of fun, and I know she wishes she was on for some of it, but not all of it. She's not going to miss the run outside on the ocean and the really long days where it's monotonous, but she'll be coming back on when we get a little further south, so more of that to come. One other thing I want to say is I want to thank all my friends who stopped by last night over at the old Nichols Marina to say hi to me. I haven't seen a bunch of them in a very long time, and it really meant a lot to everyone to come by and say hi. And I probably won't see a lot of them for a very long time with this trip down to Florida, but hopefully they will come and visit us in Cape Coral. So I've been anchoring in various different places in Great Kills Harbor for the past few days. Nice anchorage, well protected. You could strategically drop anchor at different ends of the harbor depending on where the prevailing winds are coming from. And nice place to just sit back and relax. All right, this is our last night in New York. Tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. we're getting up and heading out. We'll be out on the water at 5 o'clock, heading out of New York Harbor. Next stop, hopefully, Atlantic City. Saying goodbye to New York Harbor. These are the ruins of the old Orchard Lighthouse that was destroyed by Hurricane Sandy in 2012.
Go in the kitchen and take a nap. I'd rather people complain that you're taking a nap in the cafeteria than the secret restaurant.
They actually have those same range markers on the planes are landing. So we're just coming out of the inlet here to New York Harbor, around in Sandy Hook. So we're getting some rollers here. Tide's going out, wind's coming in. Calm down once we turn, going south. That's a big one. Woo! picked it up a little bit, try to get through this a little quicker. Got our new crew, Brother Matt, Brother Brian. We're getting beat up out here. So I think a change of plan, we're gonna go in Manasquan Inlet and go on the inside just to avoid some of this crap. So we picked the speed up. We're doing about 3,800 RPM at about 16 knots. And your landlubbers, that's 18.5 miles an hour. We just want to get to Manasquan Inlet and Point Pleasant a little quicker. If we were going slower, they'd probably follow us. There's those dolphins. There they go. Oh wow, the anchor's close down. All right, heading into Manasquan Inlet. A little busy today.